the first contractors to arrive on location, and when they arrived they caused quite a stir with the locals as they drove up Buckland Road and through those gates and into this paddock, and all the neighbours were ringing up Ian to see what the heck was going on. And old Ian would reply, simple army manoeuvre, don't let it worry you. Unfortunately, around the army we had the paparazzi knocking on our door. This road, however, was built by the army, and Peter met with them and he told them he needed a road that could take in capacity of up to 120 heavy-duty vehicles every day. Now, a number of these vehicles were to be 44-tonne trucks and trailers, and a lot of heavy-duty equipment that was required on location. Also, throughout the construction period was the winter months of New Zealand's climate. June, July, August, September can traditionally be very wet. So the last thing Peter wanted was access problems to the location. And for this particular location, what he loved was the rollers were also part of the component, and the kind down into the set itself. Now, a month out from filming, they ran out of room in that car park, so they continued the road on the right. And if you look closely, you can see a fence line running through the trees. It runs from left to right.
Now from this point here we can, with the 17 Hobbit holes, area is known as Bagshot Road, and that is the first part of the Shire you see as Gandalf and Frodo ride into the Shire. Up the top we have Bag End, home of Frodo and Bilbo Baggins, and that is the only Hobbit hole you can get into. So if you've ever had a fantasy of wanting to be a Hobbit in a Hobbit hole, you'll be able to fulfill that fantasy when we get up there towards the end of your tour. Over behind me, of course, the party field and the party tree. Again, if you want to dance around the party tree or on the party field, you will be able to do that very shortly. Are the entrance to the Shire. 2 blue poles originally were 2 stone walls or fences. So they came in through there, went past the Hobbit hole of Mr. Proudfoot, remember the gentleman with the rake, and then he had a very angry wife as well. And then as they came on further, the children came out pleading with Gandalf for some magic. Home, like most people do, we bring them out here. You will see this is very with them a professional photographer. And this photographer was sent to follow them all around the set during construction and also during filming. There were 6,000 photographs taken on the site here, and the idea was that at some point they would go through them and find some photographs to advertise the movie. Up to the party tree. The Hobbit holes themselves were never meant to last any longer than 12 months or the end of filming. Then chicken wire, grass and dirt, and that was Hobbiton and Peter Jackson's film studio, and not here on the site. So please be very careful when you're walking down the hill that you don't accidentally fall in that little lake there. You will go up to your waist. This is the party tree? So this, of course, the party field where Bilbo had his 111th birthday party, and this, of course, the famous party tree. Now, New Line told the Alexanders, what does?
It feels so much smaller, like in
because the lake was no different to hundreds of thousands. Down under here and looked up the side of the hill there and over the other side of the lake. He decided that he did not need the other 3 or 4 locations he had around New Zealand, and this became the only Hobbiton set. So really, I suppose it's thanks to the tree that we've actually got Hobbiton here at all. The tree itself is a Pinus radiata, and the age of it is something between 80 years old to 100 years old. Of course, the age of concrete, we need to cut it down and then cut the drink on the top. And obviously, we're not going to do that. also underneath the fireworks part. However, it is getting a little bit more difficult these days to find dragons. So of course now who wants to be Bilbo under the tree?
Dave, wave.
Come on, everybody go shy when we get here. Only tree in the world.
I really like the story that they just picked it up because it's tree and just photographing it.
You know Bilbo's speech? Okay, so just push that red button.
Oh, it's on. I think I have it on. Do I have it on? Yeah, it's recording just
Okay.
now.
So how do you want me to stop it? How do I stop it?
Just press the red button.
Okay, alright. Okay. There you go. Well done. The milk. As much as possible, all the food, the drink, the beer, the vegetables, everything over the other side as much as possible was real. Now I mentioned beer. The beer for the movie was brewed by a brewery in Nelson in the South Island called So I take it that most of you, or all of you, have seen the third movie, Return of the King. Yes? Yes? So you recognise this Hobbit hole here then? Yes? No? Yeah? This of course was Sam's Hobbit hole at the very end of the third movie, Return of the King. Pushes the door closed at the very end of the movie. She's got a pinky red dress on and her head's around the door and she pushes it closed. Originally, at the very beginning of the story, Sam lived at number 3 Bagshot Row, and that's number 3, the little hobbit hole over there with the chimney. In the original movie and video of the Fellowship of the Ring, you don't actually see that hobbit hole, but in the DVD you do. You see Sam come out of that hobbit hole and look after the flower garden in front of it. Both that hobbit hole and this one had large flower gardens because of course Sam was a gardener by trade. Then of course they started destroying the set. This was one of the first hobbit holes that went, and the Alexanders had to let it go because at that time there was no thought of doing the tours. So it was just unfortunate they lost one of the main hobbit holes when this.
Make sure you get the bag end in here. I always wanted to get this.
Sorry. Cheers.
Am I in the way?
No?
And when they came, they brought the sheep with them. Originally, to film had a problem because there was no oak trees on this property. Nothing on here that he could use. So, they went out and had a look around and they found an oak tree on a property outside Auckland. Bought the oak tree, but no leaves on the tree. And by making it into a jigsaw, people get it past New Zealand Customs. But that is why it's all put together. But you can see, particularly with this piece here, how they spread it together with iron bars and nuts and bolts and things, and this bit over here, and there's big nails and things sticking off in it. You imagine from the ear, that's actually Hobbiton, the rest of the farm will be the same all around the middle of his mouth. So this picture right here of what it would have looked like if you're allowed to fly over the top. Right, the van is now down the bottom to start taking us out. They've arrived at the bottom. Put me unawares, but anyway. So we now start heading down. The little stone steps on the left here are part of the original stairs. They were put in for the hobbits. So as you make your way down, you will see that the stones. Oh,